What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the FitMenCook kitchen. Today's video I've actually got a special and personal interest in because what I'm making today is actually what I'm going to be eating for the next few days. Generally, whenever I'm experimenting here in the kitchen and making these recipe videos, I like to taste the food, but I don't actually sit down and enjoy these meals. I actually tend to give it away to friends and family. But not today, and I'll tell you the reason why. I find myself traveling almost non-stop for the next few weeks. Now, I'll be doing some really cool food projects and vlogging along the way, and while travel is great, there is nothing like your own kitchen. So whenever I can, I'll try to prep and take some meals with me. This week I'm traveling to Cincinnati for an event with my friends from Kroger, and then right after that I'll be heading out to Lagos, Nigeria for the World Food Festival. And that one I'm really excited about. It's sponsored by GT Bank, and it's just going to be this amazing event where these chefs come from around the world and they teach classes. So I get a chance to teach a class too. Mine is going to be about soul food, calorie conscious cooking, and overall nourishment, what that actually means. So I'm pretty excited about it. Plus I get to walk around like a human sponge, or actually like a human biscuit, just sopping up all the good food and all the good lessons from people from around the world. So be looking out for some vlog content very soon, because you know I'll be walking around with my camera capturing everything. All that to say, I'll be traveling. So that kind of got me thinking, what is a delicious, relatively inexpensive, low carb option that I can take with me that does not have to be reheated? So I came up with this low carb peanut chicken pasta dish. Now when it comes to traveling, I like to follow a little bit more of a keto type of diet, which is going to be higher fat, moderate protein, and very low carbs. What I like about this particular diet is that the fats keep me full and they really help to curb my sweet cravings. Now this is particularly important because for me, sweets are like, that is my weakness, it's my downfall. The most expensive items in this meal prep are going to be the chicken and the shirataki tofu noodles. Whenever you bite into it, the consistency is slightly different from a wheat pasta or a brown rice noodle, but I think that once it's in your mouth, you got the flavors going, you really can't tell the difference. But if you want to save a few dollars, you can swap out the shirataki noodles for a zucchini, and so long as you have a spiralizer or a julienne peeler, then you can make yourself some zoodles. This entire meal prep is based off of common things that most people have in their fridge and pantry, so to that end, it shouldn't cost you more than $25 depending on where you are in the world, and it should last you for about 5 days. So if you are ready for a step-by-step walkthrough of what I'll be eating for the next few days, then let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is chop up the chicken into thumb-sized pieces. Set a non-stick skillet on medium heat and spray it with a little olive oil. Then toss in the chicken and cook for about 8 to 10 minutes, or until the chicken is no longer pink on the inside or the outside. Place the chicken in a bowl and then place it in the fridge to cool down. Next, let's prep the veggies. Okay, so here's my trick to slicing bell pepper. Chop off the ends, then cut it down the side. Now run your knife along the inside of the bell pepper so that it completely removes the inside along with the seeds. Easy. Now slice it up or chop it into pieces. I like to use bell pepper and celery because they're very crunchy, flavorful, and hydrating. Crunch to me indicates freshness, and that's especially true in a cold dish. To get rid of the seafood odor, we're going to drain the noodles and then add them to a bowl. Place them in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes, then allow them to cool to room temperature. For the sauce, we're going to add lukewarm water, low sodium soy sauce, apple cider vinegar or rice vinegar, olive oil or peanut oil, garlic, natural peanut butter, and a little sriracha to taste. Mix it up and then place everything in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Now let's bring it all together. Add the noodles to a bowl, then add chicken, the veggies, and the peanut sauce. Fold everything together, then prepare the meal prep. Keto-friendly meal is not a free-for-all when it comes to fats. So to make this heartier, I'm adding in raw purple cabbage. I'll share more on this topic in my epic meal prep video, but just know that raw cabbage is a filling substitute in low-carb recipes. Garnish with crushed peanuts and green onions. Boom! If you're not traveling on a plane, then I recommend using this freezable lunch bag. You freeze the entire bag and it keeps everything cool. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. It's relatively inexpensive and pretty hearty for a low carb meal. And to those of you who may be wondering, Kev, whatever happened to the Epic Meal Prep Low Carb Edition? No worries, that video is still coming. The recipes are complete, so I put that on hold until after I travel this month. I want you all to comment below your ideas for this particular recipe and how you would make it better so that way it can complement your goals. It gives everybody else ideas about ways they can tweak their own diet to make it much better. So share away. All right, guys, until next time, thank y'all for watching. I want y'all to keep it healthy, but of course, never ever boring. Boom! Bye.